So then, ladies and gentlemen, this is leadership and management for the new students in this case here that are here who have never seen this Mwalimu before. My name is Dr. Joshua Aura. I teach all the CPA papers. I teach all the CPA papers at RCM online college. And of course, as I will always keep on telling you, online classes work magic. Zoom classes are excellent. It's an excellent medium of discussion. I can see like now Immaculate, she's able in this case here to join this particular class right away from, for example, some vehicle, which she's only 15 away to her office. Great. So then I'm looking at this question that was tested last semester, which was quite a straightforward paper. Last semester, leadership and management for sure was a very easy paper. So it's April 2023, question number 3A. So they want us to explain the term power for 1 mark. Power, that you are powerful. Our president, for example, is powerful. We have cabinet ministers being powerful. If you are the CEO of, for example, Absa Bank, like the guy who came to the news yesterday, the CEO of Absa Bank is powerful at his workplace. So power basically is the ability to influence people. The ability in this case here to have followers, right? So if you have the ability in this case here to control those people, for example, that you are with, it could be in a church, it could be in this case here in your social gatherings. If you have some powers, if you have got some, in this case here, abilities or a capacity of telling these people that, hey, let's start in this case here, for example, making some contributions, and then they listen to you. You are able to influence their actions. Then you are powerful. You are powerful. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would want to just share this screen again. We go through this. So you're saying the term power refers to the ability or capacity to influence or control the behavior, actions, or decisions of others. It involves the ability to bring about desired outcomes or to prevent undesirable ones. So in this case here, my desired outcome that I would want out of everybody here is that you guys should be able to pass in leadership and management. And that is why when I call you to a class in the morning, although not many of you really were able to hit to my call, but at least I have some individuals here. So it means that in some way, I also have some power, right? Because I'm able to influence. If we keep on doing these particular classes often, I'm so sure, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get in, we are going to prevent an undesirable outcome. We shall prevent you guys from those situations where you send a message to 2558 and then you get a fail. Oh, that is an outcome that I don't want. In this case, you want positive outcome. So if I'm able to, through my actions, in this case here, through my capacities, my capabilities, if I'm able to get in touch with you often, and then of course we change your we change in this case your behavior, you become so aggressive, then automatically, ladies and gentlemen, I'm also powerful. So power is the ability to control behavior. It can be exerted through various means, such as authority. If you're at a formal position of authority, you can also coerce, right? Persuasion, you can persuade your children. You could be powerful simply because of the knowledge that you have. You could be powerful because of the resources. You can control behavior of people if you are resourceful, right? Or personal attributes. Ladies and gentlemen, the second question in this case that they asked us is to distinguish between legitimate power and reward power. Distinguish between legitimate power and reward power. Legitimate power, ladies and gentlemen, these are powers conferred to you because of the position that you hold at your workplace. The position that you hold at your workplace, for example. If you are a manager at your workplace, like I am a manager in my workplace, I mean, I will be able to control the influence over, I'll be able to control, in this case here, the behavior of my employees, of the people report to me, of my subordinates. Reward power, it could also be given to you because of the position that you have, for example, at your place of work. Remember, when you have a senior position, for example, you can promote people, right? You can, in this case, here, during the end of the year, towards the end of the year, you could be asked, in this case here, by your board to, in this case here, review their salaries. So then you have got the ability of giving people the carrot. And anybody who has the ability of giving anybody a carrot here, then that person will be having what we call reward power. So I'm reading this very fast. Legitimate power is based on the formal position or authority an individual holds within a hierarchical structure. Remember what we call the organizational structure. So we have the CEO, we have in this case here the chief finance officer, down there, etc. So if you are up there in that hierarchy, then automatically you will be able to wield what we call legitimate power. Legitimate power. It is derived from the individual's role or position in an organization and the perceived legitimacy of that role. People obey or comply with those who hold a legitimate power because they believe it is their obligation or a duty to do so. I mean, so long as I've been appointed as a manager at my workplace, so long as I'm the principal of RCM online college, that hierarchy up there, I'm up there, I'm up there, then automatically I'm wielding legitimate power conferred to me by the board. I can sack people there, right? I mean, I'm able to control, in this case here, behavior of all my subordinates. Examples of legitimate power include a manager directing their subordinates or a government official enforcing laws. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, when you have legitimate power, people don't even have to love you. You may not even be having skills to run that position, so long as, in this case here, the president took up his pen and they said, Moses Kuria, I'm appointing you a cabinet secretary regardless of how people think about you, right? The guy now is powerful. He has legitimate power. The guy can wake up and say, in this case here, that all businesses here must join the chambers of commerce. And of course, through some legislations here, then he is powerful. He's able to move things legitimately because of the position that he holds in the hierarchy of our country. Then we have reward power. This is so interesting. Reward power is based on the ability to provide rewards or positive outcomes to others. If you've got that ability of giving, for example, presents, right? Even your old man at home, look at, for example, your father. Some of us in this case here, for example, our parents here could be old. But simply because they have got some resources, in this case, that they can easily throw to some of us, I mean, we tend to respect them too much. We know that they can't beat us, but because they hold what we call the reward power, they can reward, they can award niceties to us, then we tend to respect them more. If they tell you, in this case here, jump, the only question we'll ask them is, how high do you want me to jump? So in this case, then he's able to influence you, reward power. And even the same happens, as I was telling you yesterday, the same still happens in family setup. Ladies and gentlemen, in your family setup, the one who calls the shots is the one, in this case here, mwenye ako nacho. It doesn't matter, in this case here, this person could be the last one in the family. Lakini, if this person is the one who is endowed with the resources, is the one who has got what we call a reward power. I mean, when you go there, for example, you're seated with your mother like that. And then that last one, who happens to be quite rich, perhaps they're staying in the United States of America. I mean, she has that influence simply because she has something to give out to members of the family. So she will command more respect than maybe some of us. So reward power comes to that particular who is able to dish, right, good things to people. Somebody who has resources here. For example, look at the president. The president in this case here comes and tells MPs, anybody who will be able to vote down the Finance Bill 2023 as an MP, of course, your life moving forward after that bill has been shot, if it's going to be shot down. Or even, for example, if it's going to be through public announcements, the moment you say, I vote no, then there will be repercussions. Right? And the repercussions, of course, will be these guys are normally given a few coins here and there. And of course, being close to power is so nice, you know. So the president, because he has what we call reward power, then, ladies and gentlemen, in this case, he's able to influence. So those guys are not thinking at all. They're not looking at, again, these guys are very clever, right? They are looking at and they're cheating people that it is this 3%, 3% in this case, your housing, that can be changed. Like yesterday, I had the PS Hinga saying that you guys at this committee in parliament, you've got powers to change this fund. At the very last minute, you can even hear that thing being changed to 1% or even being scrapped or even being made voluntary. The big thing here, the biggest elephant in the house, in this case here, is the fuel levy. VAT being moved from 8% to 16%. That is the one, once it goes through, then the government in this case will be able to get a lot of financing. But you see, they don't want to look at the bigger picture, this common 190. Now, I'm trying to explain something very important here because of reward power and that association. You would want to be associated with the president because of the resources he is commanding. Then automatically, this guy is able to influence even the clevermost MPs in this case to vote against the people who elected them. That is what we call reward power. Reward power. All right. Then if you allow me, I'll be able to move straight away to the next question, ladies and gentlemen. The next question, ladies and gentlemen. So question number 3B, examine 5 pricing strategies that an organization could employ in a competitive market environment. They gave us 10 marks. And when we look at some of your solutions, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, you get a student at this level who doesn't know pricing strategies. Pricing strategies, ladies and gentlemen, if the environment that I'm entering into is very competitive, then what I would want to do, in this case, is to price my product in a way that will make me penetrate the market. So I would want market penetration. So I can decide in this case to charge a market penetration price. When I charge a market penetration price, ladies and gentlemen, it basically means that I will be the lowest within these competitors. I'll be charging the lowest price. When I charge the lowest price, then I'm able to penetrate this particular market. This is a strategy that we used as a RCM online college. We went ahead in this case here to ensure that at that time we were the cheapest. So like now we are charging just 4,200, we are able to get access to premium quality classes, right? As some of our competitors who can't, of course, match our quality, are charging 12,000 per paper. So this is a market penetration. One thing that I like with market penetration is that the price we enter at, this initial price is never constant. Remember, like we started with 3,000. But every time in this case here, because we wanted to penetrate the market, every time I'm adding fees, 200, 200, 200, and students are not complaining. So I'm so sure I will be able to continue adding like that until maybe I reach 8,000 per paper, and then we create resources for the college. What I'm trying to explain, don't start feeling bad, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to explain something very important, a strategy of pricing, where you price yourself lowest, and then you keep on adjusting. It's called market penetration. You want to penetrate. Some of these competitive environments are quite hard to break the ice. And remember, human beings, naturally, they are price sensitive. So in this case here, when you charge a lower price, chances are you'll be able to break that ice, and then you enter. And once you are now inside there, you can now start growing. Another strategy that I've seen people using in a competitive environment, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call scheming. So like today in the morning, I'm going to have tea. And my people in the house know that Mwalimu does not drink the usual milk. I drink what we call skimmed milk. It's a little bit pricey, but very nice. This skimmed milk, basically skimmed milk is milk which has had all its cream removed, right? So you say that you charge a price scheme, a price that is schemed. Ladies and gentlemen, price scheming is normally applicable to those goods that you are doing, that you are studying in economics, called Veblen goods. Veblen, V-E-B-L-E-N, Veblen goods, goods of ostentation, goods of ostentation. Those goods in this case that are able to portray a human being as a rich person. You know, human beings, ladies and gentlemen, generally, we like showing off. Look at the Mike Sonko's. In this case, environment of poverty, where some people don't have anything to smile about. Somebody in this case has woken up in the morning like this. They even don't know whether they're going to get a cup of tea. And then you go show it casing that you have got a lot of money in your house. And that is naturally what happens outside. The human beings like showcasing. So if you come up with a Veblen good, a good in this case, ladies and gentlemen, which is luxurious, which the rich people would want to be associated with it, then what you do, you charge what we call a skimming price. So under a skimming price, you will come and deliver this product. Yes, I know there is competition, but you'll be able to convince people, like how the Hammer came. If you remember this Hammer vehicle, initially Hammers used to be very expensive, up to 18 million. But right now, if you have got 5 million, you'll be able to get a very nice Hammer. Actually, it's a useless vehicle, very useless vehicle. Even the shape is bad. But you see, when they brought it at first, they brought it as a good of ostentation. I mean, the who is who wanted to have that kind of a vehicle. So they charged a skimming price. A skimming price, initially, it has a lot of cream initially. But in this case, you have to fight competition because other guys will come on board. If it's a skimming price, you start reducing the cream. You start reducing the cream. You start reducing the cream to fight competition. I would want to know whether, as a gentleman, we are together. Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? Are you able to understand what I'm explaining, really? Are you able to understand what I'm explaining? Great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Then, ladies and gentlemen, I will be able to come here and read this very well. So we have in a competitive market environment, organizations employ various pricing strategies to gain a competitive edge and maximize their profitability. The first strategy here is to charge a competitive price. Under a competitive price, I will look around who are my competitors in the marketplace. How much are they charging? And then I charge something around there. So long as I've got the ability to push, especially so long as I've got a budget, which I can use in this case here to market my products, then I'm going to be fine. This strategy involves setting prices in line with slightly below competitors' prices. The goal is to attract customers by offering similar products or services at a more affordable price. This strategy works well when the organization can achieve cost efficiencies or differentiates itself in other ways, such as superior customer service. Then you go to number 2, penetration price. I've already explained. I'm already reading now. We are saying with penetration pricing, an organization sets a low initial price for its product or service to quickly gain market share. And the penetration price, ladies and gentlemen, we simply want to gain a bigger market share. Like now, RCM Online College, I want to believe that we're the biggest college in East Africa, simply because we charged ourselves low, and of course, we provide premium quality services. The aim here is to attract customers away from competitors by offering a lower price. Once a significant market share is acquired, then the organization may gradually increase the prices. This strategy is often used when the market is price sensitive and the organization wants to establish itself quickly. The third strategy is what we are calling the premium pricing. So under premium pricing, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to bring ourselves outside here as a premium brand. We are new, fine, but we shall want the entire market, the whole world, to know that we are a premium brand. And then if other colleges are charging 20,000, we can easily come and say ourselves we are charging 30,000, and we shall never endeavor to reduce that price. We shall always, in this case here, ensure that we are ahead of the competitors, even price-wise. Premium pricing involves setting higher prices for products or services to create a perception of exclusivity. Look at, for example, Richard Branson. When he established his hotel in Masai Mara, I mean, he said the cheapest room there is 350,000 a day. He has never endeavored in this case to cut that cream. He has never endeavored to reduce the price. Actually, during summer, these festivities, like during Valentine's, he'll tell you that each of his rooms at Masai Mara, the minimum you can get that room for a night is 1 million Kenyan shillings. So basically, it's an exclusive club, right? So they are charging. Of course, there is nothing really you will get out of even. I mean, okay, the comfort is there, but you see, comfort is something that is perishable. It's not something that will be able to walk home with. So premium pricing involves setting higher prices for products or services to create a perception of exclusivity, quality, or luxury. This strategy targets customers who are willing to pay more for unique features, superior quality, or a prestigious brand image, like the Mercedes-Benz. Organizations that successfully differentiate themselves in terms of product or service attributes often employ this strategy. If you're able to differentiate yourself so nicely, then you can easily, ladies and gentlemen, charge a premium and still people will be able to walk in and buy. Just like USIU College, USIU University, that's a premium brand in the market. Those guys in this given Strathmore, for example, their MBA is going for upwards of 1 million. And still people are going, leaving, others that are charging 300, 400,000 outside here. So it depends on how you package yourself. If you package yourself, in this case here, highly, in terms of the service offering, you must be almost perfect when you are charging a premium price. You must almost be perfect from your cafeteria, everything, for you to be able to command a higher price. Remember, people naturally are price sensitive. They're price sensitive. Ladies and gentlemen, from there we go to price scheming. Price scheming is quite similar to premium pricing. However, under price scheming, we keep on reducing the cream, we keep on reducing the cream, we keep on reducing the price. So price scheming involves setting high initial prices for new products or services and gradually lowering them over time. This strategy is commonly used for innovative or technologically advanced products that appeal to early adopters willing to pay a premium. As demand from these customers diminishes, the organization lowers the price to attract more price-sensitive customers. So these are quite close. However, for price scheming, you're not going to be up there forever. You've already cheated people. People have already thought that this Hummer vehicle is the best, so they're paying a premium. But remember, as competitors realize that you have brought in a Hummer, they're also going to import the same type of vehicles. So in the future, to fight this competition, you will now start lowering the price. You start lowering, you reduce that cream, you start lowering the price like that. Then we go to number 5. This is what we call value-based pricing, where basically I'm telling you, I'm going to fight my competition through the value of my services, right? Value of my services, all right? So here, basically, I will have to evaluate what is it that I'm selling to these people, and then I'll be able to price this product based on the value that I'm giving away, giving out. So value-based pricing focuses on the perceived value that a product or service delivers to customers. Organizations using this strategy analyze customer preferences, needs, and the benefits provided by their offering. They set prices based on the value perceived by their customers rather than simply considering costs or competitors' prices. This approach requires a deep understanding of the target market. You must understand your target market deeply, and effective communication of the value proposition. What is it that I'm giving you? What is it that I'm giving you? So, ladies and gentlemen, that is so it's worth here, we are saying here, it's worth noting that organizations often combine different pricing strategies based on market conditions, customer segments, and product life cycles. The chosen strategy should align with the organization's overall business objectives, and the competitive positioning. So that marks the end of our class today. Ladies and gentlemen, I would want to make a humble appeal that you also need to, especially for the students who haven't paid us, you need to start supporting really us. Join us. So like this particular subject, leadership and management, we are charging only 4,200. All right. And once you pay this 4,200, then you'll be able to get access to notes. You'll be able to get access, in this case here, to videos through our learning management software, and that is it. So if you're interested in joining us like today, our number is 0793 555 000. 0793 555 000. So once you make inquiries there through WhatsApp or any other way, then you will be automatically be sorted, and we shall be able to move forward together, because these free links shall not be shared like the way we are sharing them anyhow. No, we shall start restricting them and sharing the same to our paid up groups. Like in our leadership and management, we have about 80 students. That's a small number really for us. Now that I'm also going to start like launch our classes myself as a way of even improving our leadership and management subject. Of course, I know you have good teachers, but we would want in this case to keep on like now doing these questions often, right? So I would expect really you guys to promote us today. Our pay bill number is 62. If you're writing, our pay bill number is 62 42 839. 62 42 839. Account number, of course, is the subject. It has been a pleasure hosting you this morning. I will be able to upload this video on YouTube and share it with you when you sit there. Also, you must remember to subscribe. I'm using that YouTube to build my pension for future, so that in future, when I'm not able to teach like this, I should be getting money from YouTube. Thank you very much. Be blessed. It has been a pleasure hosting you this morning. Bye-bye and have a good day. Bye.